Well, I mean, I feel like we have to start with Paolo Banchero, the story of the night in a lot of ways. 50 points, damn near a triple-double. Was one assist away. 50 points, 13 rebounds, 9 assists, 16 of 26. What did he have in the first half? 36 points. An absolutely incredible performance from Paolo Banchero, who looks in a lot of ways, and we saw this really in the playoffs last year, was when we really started to see, okay, we know this guy has the superstar body, right? The modern NBA star body. He's huge, he's strong, he's athletic. We've seen the skills. He's been a great player in the league already. It's just putting it all together, being efficient, and really just kind of fleshing out his game and building on his game. Eric, welcome to the Slightly Delusional Club. And last night was, the best game of his career. Bombing threes. That's something. And that little clip right there, we're watching clips on this if you're listening. This little Euro bump that he has, this little Euro bump is just a sick move, man. He's so strong that even Isaiah Jackson, who's a big player, Paolo gets going downhill like that and bumps you. It's over and done with. And he's just so explosive getting downhill that it's a nightmare for defenses. And if his jumper, his outside shot, we saw him hit some threes in this game. He hit some, tough middies as well. If that really gets going, that's a nice move right there too. That little low dribble pickup into a fade. If he gets going, then this is great news for the Magic. Their ceiling changes dramatically this season. I'm not talking about future-wise because I think their ceiling for the future is very high, but their ceiling this season changes quite dramatically if Paolo's around the top 10 just because their surrounding pieces are so good, their defense is so good. I mean, he's coming off a flare screen right there, shooting a catch and shoot three. That's a really nice look. And he's talking shit as well. I mean, he's a dog. That play was disgusting. Blocks a oh my Lord. Blocks a Miles Turner dunk attempt. He's talking shit mid-play, getting up the court. Just incredible stuff. And if you've been following Paolo for any period of time at all, you knew that this was in his bag, just waiting to be unleashed. And it was a slow second quarter for him, or second half. But then the fourth quarter, game got close. Pacers had the lead. Magic needed something. It's a tough hand one right there to tie the game. Paolo stepped up, 50 points. What a performance. The performance of the young season so far. And look at Cole Anthony pointing to the 50 on his jersey. Where's Aaron Gordon when you need him? An incredible performance by Paolo Banchero. Very excited to watch the rest of the season unfold for him. Yeah, there is some LeBron in his game. I mean, there just is. He's not as explosive as LeBron was. He's not as cerebral as LeBron was. He doesn't have the, generational playmaking talent that LeBron had. So that comparison but from a physical standpoint, the size, the strength, you see some LeBron. When he gets downhill and he puts a shoulder into you, that's it. You're cooked. It doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter how much you squat. It doesn't matter how much you deadlift. You're fucked. Okay? You're done. And then on top of that, he's a very, very strong defender as well. No, Paolo's a good playmaker for sure. But what I'm saying, and we talked about how good Paolo's playmaking is, but what I'm saying is LeBron is an incredible playmaker. I mean, we're talking about one of the greatest of all time here. Paolo's not at that level. But still a very, very strong playmaker in his own right. So, an unbelievable performance by Paolo Banchero. Franz Wagner leaves this game with an illness, I think they said. So I guess that's something to monitor. Franz's three ball has been looking a little bit better this year. If Franz is knocking down threes and Paolo's taking this leap that it looks like he might have taken, then we're cooking. The Magic are in business for sure. They're 3-1 to start the season. A few impressive wins. Mo Wagner is just one of the better bench. I was going to say bench bigs in the league, but he's just one of the better bench players in the league. He just brings his team so much energy. And they rely on him at times. Jalen Suggs was great in this game. 6 of 13 from 3. I just think the Jalen Suggs 3-ball thing is real. That was one of the questions. Was Jalen Suggs' 3-point shot last year like a real thing that the Magic could bank on heading into this season? I think the answer to that question is yes. They put up 41 threes. I looked at this number last night. I think there's 11 teams currently that are averaging 40 or more 3-point attempts a game. The Magic are one of those teams, surprisingly. And a big reason for that is Paolo, 9 attempts from 3. Paolo's if Melo wanted to try to play like LeBron. That's an interesting way to look at it. Or if Melo had the body of LeBron James. But man, he's a fun player, folks. A fun player. We got a Shams bomb. It's my turn now. After 17 NBA seasons, Rudy Gay is retiring. Gay, the number 8 pick of the 2006 draft out of UConn, averaged 15.8 points and 5.6 rebounds across 1,120 career games for the Grizzlies, Raptors, Kings, Spurs, and Jazz. Hell of a career, Rudy Gay. Hell of a career. I did an online NBA franchise once with my friends back in like 2K12 or whatever, 2K11 maybe, when Rudy Gay was really good. And for some reason, he would always enter free agency and be free. He would play for no money. Yes, and he was a 2K legend. He was incredible in that game. Sarah, welcome to the Slightly Delusional Club. Slow Hoops got mad at you for the Locked On Mavs post. Mad at me? What did I do? Mad at me for what? What did I do this time? Anyways, man. Paolo, incredible game. For the title, I actually don't care. I'm being honest with you. Pacers, we talked about them a little bit yesterday. I'll give them some props. They had a great third quarter in this one, 39 points, to come back. And in a game where it looked like Paolo was going to have one of these nights, when it looked like Paolo was going to have one of these historic nights, it felt like the Pacers were going to win this game up until the fourth quarter where it spiraled out of control for them. And there's panic in Pacerland. I've been monitoring it. I was monitoring it last night. Their fans are very concerned, and there's a couple of things that they're very concerned about. Thing number one, Andrew Nembhard's role on this team makes no fucking sense. And I'm not saying this in the sense of the Benedict Mathurin, where Benedict Mathurin, 14 minutes last night, not playing, not on the court. It's clear Rick Carlisle does not like Benedict Mathurin. I'd have to assume for defensive purposes, obviously, but also offensively, he can, be a little bit headstrong sometimes, but I feel like there are moments when the Pacers need a guy like that on the court. Nembhard's role is confusing because he flat out is the point guard of this basketball team. Now, I know what you're thinking. That doesn't make sense. They have Tyrese Halliburton. No, you heard me correctly. Andrew Nembhard spends way too much time on ball. And I know we all sort of pencil Nembhard in as being this breakout guy because he was so good in the playoffs last year. I wasn't that big of a believer in it entering the season, that he was like going to be what everyone thought he was going to be. They paid him a lot of money, obviously. And I don't know what the fuck they're doing. I don't know what on earth they're doing. Their offense is so strange to me right now. Their third quarter, they put up 39 points. A lot of that was Tyrese Halliburton doing Tyrese Halliburton shit. Man, give him the ball and get the fuck out of the way. Like, just, your offense is built to run a certain way. Just run it. You're supposed to get out quick. Tyrese Halliburton, yeah, I know you want to be an all-encompassing offense where everybody gets to do things and all of this. But get serious for one fraction of a second, please. B-Dot, 23 months. Love the content. Keep it up. You know I will, B-Dot. Thank you, brother. Anyways, another disappointing loss for the Pacers. The Magic are 3-1, and they look real. I had the Pacers ahead of them in the standings. Those are the two teams I was back and forth about. I kind of liked what the Pacers looked like, but man, to me it feels like this is a Rick Carlisle problem. Above all else, I don't love blaming coaches just because I feel like that's such an easy cop-out thing to do, and the reality is we don't really know what's going on behind the scenes. But that's what it feels like in this instance. I don't know, man. I'm just enamored by Paolo Banchero. I really am. What a player. What a player.